Hey everyone, this is Michelle Jenny here with Ruby Ribbon. I just want to share with you some of the amazing things about our camis that might be a little bit harder to share with you in just a regular post. So I know that there's a lot of shapewear out there already. Obviously there's a ton of different bras out there, but I want to share with you why Ruby Ribbon is a little different than other brands and companies that are out there. So first of all, our camis have what is called variable compression. And basically that means that it is going to give you a hug and do the compression in the areas that you need it to, and it's going to release in areas that you don't need that hug or compression. So in areas that you need a little more shaping, it will give you that, but it's also going to have places that naturally you just need that release so that you can move comfortably and freely, and also it just kind of protects you against feeling like you are stuffed in sausage casing. So that's the first piece, and probably a big thing. The biggest thing that I would say is that sets us apart from other things that are out there on the market. So in each piece there is 360-degree stretch that allows you to move around. The material that it's made from also stretches up to 3 times its size. So that's why it's important for you to contact me for sizing help. I'd love to do that, and that way we can get you in the size that works best for you. But also because they are able to stretch up to 3 times their size, you would be surprised at what size you might be put into and how it works for you and your body. Also, you know, with the holidays coming, it just is a time where we all tend to overeat and maybe just need a little extra give in our clothes, but also we just need a lot of tucking in of those fluffy parts. So these camis are great for that extra give, for days that you're bloated or just feel like you've overeaten too much in the last few days, or maybe you've dropped a couple pounds, and yeah, so this doesn't mean that you need to run out and buy a new bra or anything like that. So anyway, let's see, what else do I want to share with you? The second big reason that sets us apart is that in each of our pieces there's a 2-inch silicone gripper edge. This is medical grade so that it protects against any allergies and things like that. This silicone gripper edge is heat activated, so once it lays flat against your skin and your body, it's going to be activated and stay in place all day. As you move around and do whatever you need to do throughout the day, it will stay in place. The other piece that's kind of fun is that you actually wear your underwear over top of the cami, so it makes for really quick and easy bathroom breaks throughout the day. Okay. We also have a patented technology in the material of our camis that it enables the camis to give you the support that you need. So not only does it give you the support for your girls, it also gives them at least a 1-inch lift or even more, and that is something we're all looking for, right? Now, some of you have already asked, and it is a little bit confusing when you look at the pictures. As you can see, these are not one piece like a onesie or a bathing suit or anything. The cami is just the top part, but in our pictures and the catalog, the women are wearing a matching shaping brief, so sometimes it looks a little bit like it's a whole one big piece that would be difficult to get in and out of throughout the day if you need to. But along with that, you are going to step into your cami, which allows you to get that extra lift and just support everything that you need to. So that's a little bit about what sets Ruby Ribbon apart from other companies. So let's get into what's the difference in our actual products. So first of all, there are two types or styles of our camis. One is the classic and the other is full support. Now when I talk about full support, I know it's natural to think about supporting your girls, which is, you know, what we're talking about. But in this case, full support is actually more for your midsection. So in our classic camis, these are more for women who might have A, B, or even a smaller C cup. In these, let me just pull one out for you. Our classic camis do have a built-in shelf bra, but the great thing about this is there's no uniboob involved. So you can see that there are clearly defined areas for your breasts to fall into with a space in the middle that's going to give you the separation. So this cami then does not have the extra panels built into the torso of the cami. It will help with smoothing, but it's not going to give you as much of a hug. So this is still great because it lifts, defines, and separates just like our other camis, but it's a little less, yeah, like I said, a little less of a hug. It's more of a handshake, not a firm handshake, but it does still provide some smoothing. Now, our full support camis, on the other hand, are a little bit different in that they fit women all the way from, I would say, a B, C cup, all the way up to a KK plus cup. I know some of you are amazed that that is even possible, but it is. This is what we sell 95% of the time because most women would like to lose as many inches as possible around their waistline and get as much lift and support as they can in the girls. So, and the great news is with both the classic and the full support, you get a great comfortable piece that really you don't know that you're wearing it all day long. So instead of going home and taking your bra off first thing, you've got this really comfortable shapewear that you can feel comfortable in all day long. Okay, so within we have those two styles. We have our classic and the full support. Then we also have three designs. Let's call them that. Okay, so I've already shown you this. This is our original classic cami. You can see that the band is a little bit thicker. It is adjustable, and this is the classic, so it does have the built-in shelf bra. The other thing is it's a scoop neck, and I would say this one here that I am showing you is a 32, so this is our smallest one. It does have that 2-inch silicone gripper at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that or not, right through there. So again, it's gonna kind of stick to your skin and kind of disappear, so you don't even know that it's there. Now, I'm going to mainly show you our full support products because, like I said, that's what most women want. We need a little extra tucking of our fluffy parts, right? All those bits and pieces that we would prefer not to have sticking out. We need a little tucking and smoothing, right? So as I go through these, just keep in mind that there is a classic version of each of these as well. So that was the classic, the original classic. This is the original full support. So same type of design, a scoop neck here, but this does not have the shelf bra. This has the molded cups, still has the separation. This has a wider band, as you can see, and it also is a 1/4 inch adjustable strap here. let's just talk about some of that support that's built in. So again, there is that gripper edge. And as I show that to you, I don't know if you can see that triangle or that comes to a point there. This is the shapewear panel that's built in. And as I pull it up here, you can also see this band, this line that goes, it's going to sit right under your girls. And that's one of those release points, but it's also there to provide support. Let's see. I don't know if you can see the X in the back. We'll check it out with some of the others, but that's just that variable compression so that you don't feel like you're in sausage casing, right? Okay, so this full support original cami is the shortest cami. This is great if you have a shorter torso, yeah, I have women of different shapes and sizes who love their original full support cami. So that's the first one I want to talk about. The second one, maybe you can see this, it's a little hard to see. It is slightly longer. It's like our middle length cami, and it is called the sheer. And I am showing you the sheer full support. You can see that it's not sheer and that the whole thing is see-through, but there are a couple panels here and one in the back that is sheer. This one also is a V-neck, and it has this scalloped edging for kind of a feminine touch to it. This one is going to come up a little bit higher in like the armpit area and give a little bit more coverage in this area that tends to be a problem area for most of us. Now with this being longer, let me just show you one other cool feature about this. Can you see that line down the middle there? And you can kind of see the outline of this is a little bit curvier. That line down the middle, that seam, is just going to give a little bit more stretch for those of us who have a bigger midsection, maybe a little bit more on the hips, love handles, or even a bigger backside. It's just going to be a little bit more adjustable in that way for people who need a little bit extra tucking there. These straps are a little bit thinner than the original cami, and it's a little bit more adjustable as well. So let's see, is there anything I want to share with you about this? Yeah, so this is a great piece, and again it has the molded cups and it gives you the lift and separation as well. Okay, so let's move on to the last one. This cami is our lace full support, and it is the longest one in our collection. This is awesome if you have a longer torso, or if you have more in the midsection, your hips, your backside that you want to cover. This is going to be one that you might be interested in. So this is called our lace full support, and for those of you with sensitive skin, this lace is on the outside of the material, so you don't have to worry about touching your skin and being itchy, and it just has that little triangle in the back as well. With the lace, these straps are on the thin side as well, and just like the sheer, it has that seam down the middle that's going to allow a little more give for extra in the middle. Let's see. One thing I forgot to mention about all of our camis, and actually our demiettes, which I haven't mentioned yet, is this really helps cover up any back bulge. It's hard to tell from me holding this up, but these camis come up way higher in the back than your regular bra. So this is going to provide a lot of smoothing from way up high all the way down. So this full support lace cami has a little bit of a magic trick in that the straps are fully adjustable from the back all the way to the front. So that gives you a lot of options when wearing this. And then the straps can come unhooked in the back and can be crisscrossed for like a Razorback t-shirt, or if you need a little bit more support and lift, it will give you that. The front of this is kind of a combination of a V-neck and a scoop neck. So that is a great option for a lower shirt or a V-neck shirt, as opposed to the original that is a scoop neck, but it comes a little bit higher. All right. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Okay, so those are our three main products that I have just fallen in love with so far. So I just have a couple more things to point out and then I will wrap things up. So a lot of people ask, well, I noticed that there's no padding in the camis. What do I do when I'm cold? I don't want everybody to know. So my daughter is sitting here watching and she's wondering, why would everybody know that you're cold, right? So we have what are called pedals. Now these pedals provide a little bit of padding, so that gives you some headlight control. It can also provide a little more lift underneath if you need it. But I don't know if you can tell, it's not quite a perfect circle, which is awesome because we're all made differently and we're all shaped differently. So if you put your pedal in and you see a line or it's sticking out of your cami a little bit, just give it a little bit of a rotation. It could be a small rotation or a big one, and it'll make a huge difference. You'll see that line disappear and it will fit better. If you have two different sized breasts, you can also double up on the pedals to even things out if that's needed as well. Okay, now let me switch sides here and just want to talk to you real quickly about our demiette. A lot of you like the feel of a sports bra, except you don't like the look of a uniboob, right? So our demiette is built like a sports bra, but you can see that there is clear definition as to where the girls are supposed to go, and there's definitely separation. And so this demiette is going to give you the same lift and support as a cami does. It's just smaller. It also has that silicone banding across the bottom of it, so it helps it to stay in place. And let's see, yeah, I think you can see that. There are some of those support panels built into this as well. So that is going to help out with smoothing any back fat or back bulge that you might have, and even in the armpit area on the sides. It's just going to keep everything nice and smooth. Now, some people do like to wear these to work out. It's not necessarily what it's intended for. They actually, Ruby Ribbon just released a whole line of activewear that has a sports bra in that collection that has a few extra features that our demiette does not have. But this is still a great option if you are one who prefers a sports bra look or feel. So that's the demiette. And then the last thing I want to share with you is our shaping brief. This is our lower one, and some people say, wow, that's pretty high. We have another one that sits just under your breast line. So this is our shaping brief, and the cool thing with this is it will give you a little more extra support in the tummy area if that's something that you need. I know that there's a before and after picture of that in some of my previous posts, so be sure to take a look at that. Also, these shaping briefs have the silicone lining right along the edge of the leg openings, so that will help them to stay in place, but it also eliminates any panty line. So every day with the purchase of a cami or demiette, you will receive $10 off as many pairs of shaping briefs as you would like. So that's a cool little perk that Ruby Ribbon has. So I think I covered everything that I needed to cover today. As always, please feel free to ask any questions. Put them in the comments, or you can private message me as well. I'd love to answer questions. I know with this being kind of a newer product, a lot of people have a lot of questions, and so I'm here to help you out. And like I said before, please private message me for sizing help. I want you to love whatever you order the first time around. So let me know if you have any questions, if you want sizing help. And I think that's all. My daughter is vigorously waving her hands, telling me that time is up. So I don't want to keep you guys any longer either. We have a game of Monopoly to finish, so I am going to sign out for now, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.